see, the terms and conditions of service of all these parastatals stated the career position that people will graduate to the level of GM. Even before, it was to the level of directors. When the politician came, because they want to find job for their cronies and so on, they now change it to be a political appointment. We say, okay, we fought it. They said, no, it must be a political appointment. Okay. But the GMs must be from within the system. So the mistake they are doing, bringing GM from outside, has really weakened the quality of services being rendered now. Because those people that are having in mind that one day I will be GM, they've brought somebody who never knew anything about it and blocked them. So then they will now leave it for them. That not only fun, it's in NCA, it's in NIMET, it's in INCAT, it's in NAMA. The service delivery that were qualitative, professionally, now has dampened based on this imposition of people from outside, and it must be stopped. And I'm so happy, and I want to commend this minister, Professor Kiyamo, for taking a bold step to start correcting that type of anomalies from NAMA. We want him again to extend sale to fund NCA, NIMET, because there are employment racketeering. Employment racketeering in the sense that I can show you the report where they were begging us. We went to Kaduna to go and see them, fire and security. Some people with belly, some people that is about 45, 50 years. We wrote our report that this thing is illegal. The guideline for employment, the years is this year, the cutoff year is this. But why are you bringing all these things? They say we should do damage control. The damage control has affected the service, the quality of service that is going on right now. Unless there is staff audit and to checkmate this employment racketeering by the past government, it is getting too much. I can show you, I can give you that report. We all have that report. But the management then begged us we should do damage control. We told them that we will do that damage control, we will just, but this thing will have adverse effects in future.
Okay, but why did you agree, knowing that in the future it will affect the existence of this agency?
If we don't agree, we have said our own. The managers say that we should leave it like that, they will manage it. What is our own headache?
But now you are complaining.
We are complaining because the reason why we complain is that because when they appeal to us, we agree, we thought maybe, and we have now seen the impact of it. The management that time promised that they are going to change, they are going to correct it. We should drop our arsenal. You see, when we say, okay, we should believe what they have said, not knowing that they are trying to bleed their master's bidding.
Okay, now, if they embark on a staff auditing now, would that one not lead to some people being kicked out of the system?
If we are not fit, let me tell you, that one even transcends to this relocation or not relocation. I think you have gone to Abuja to see that most of them, they don't have office, they don't have accommodation, and that is affected. But what we are saying is that when you want to employ, there is civil service rule, there is guidelines for you to employ. The moment you cut corner from that civil service rule, the guiding principle, then that is corruption.
Okay, so are you saying that the past administration, during the recruitment of security for and fire, they did not follow the guideline?
They did.
They cut corners.
They didn't. That is why we wrote report. And they said we should do damage control. Do you know what it means by damage control? That thing they did is damaging. But we should control it. Control what?
But as unions, you would have rejected, you would have said no, because you know the lasting impact, negative impact it will have on the system.
We said no now. When you said no, come in.
And they still continued. Then why did you not come out to say this is what they are doing, it will affect the system on the long run?
We came out. I told you that I have my own the copy of my report.
Okay.
We came out, we told them what they said. We said, don't mind those union people. They are hungry people. They are making noise for nothing. The ministry. And what made them to have their way was that there was no governing board of directors. So the ministry and the ministers were doing whatever they liked.
So it means your hands were tied, you couldn't do anything.
Because what we're supposed to fight for, it is the board of directors that by law give that responsibility to on day-to-day administration. But the ministry hijacked it. The minister refused to inaugurate the board, and for about 7-8 years, what do you want us to do?
Okay, now the problem that has been created, you are now asking the present
to correct
administration to correct it.
Yes, that is what we are.
And you are aware it will lead to job losses.
Well, it may not lead to mass job losses.
Okay.
If you cut corner and employ somebody, the same thing you cut corner and so you will go. Yes, because most of them, let me tell you, when they come and do some, what do they call it, documentation, some of them cannot read and write. Some of them are complaining that, what is this for? Then somebody says it's empowerment. Empowerment at the expense of fun. So there must be checks and balancing.
Are you also aware that if this present administration decides to do staff auditing, some people will leave the system, some people will be demoted? Don't you think that might result in a kind of cold war?
No any cold war. You know that you are not supposed to be in that place, but because I have Godfather, they put you there. And somebody has been there for 10 years, 12 years, he's not there. What do you think that it will happen? It lowers the productivity and the quality of service. That's what we don't want.
But don't you know, people will also blame the union for... You are also part of the system.
I am not. We are not. That is why we spoke. We went to Kaduna. I'm telling you, we saw it by themselves, by ourselves. When they were passing out, when they were training them, we went there, Kuro. We spent about 3 days. They didn't know what we were after. We share ourselves, we held meeting. When they knew that we have seen everything, that what they have done, the people that we have seen, we have discussed with some of them, we share ourselves, we discuss with some of them, they don't know us. That training was done at the SSS, NSSS or so, compound, State Security Service, that is where they did it. I refuse completely, we refuse completely.
But when you say we, who are the we?
The unions now. All the unions were there. All the unions are there. I have the report here.
Okay, see now, when you noticed there was a problem somewhere, and you raised your voice to say, no, this should not go on, and they appealed to you to do damage control, you actually did not do any damage. Did you do damage control?
When you keep quiet, and they have their way, that is the damage control they were saying. It's a damage control. Damage has been done. They want to control it.
Okay,
but they are the one.
But don't you think people will say probably they gave you money to keep quiet?
Well, they can prove it. To me, they don't give me money. And I'm not the only one. All the unions were there. So
representatives?
Yes, officers. I don't know what might have gone behind the scene, but as far as I'm concerned, before man and God. And that's why I'm holding on to the copy of that report, so that you will know that.
So that report was written and sent to whom?
To the management.
Okay.
Sent to the management.
And nothing was done. The recruitment still continued.
Yeah.
And all these people, they are now currently in the system.
It is when they receive that report, they summons the meeting, and we are appealing that what we have written is completely 100% correct. But this thing has been done before their own appointment.
Okay.
So therefore, they don't want to be accused that they are the one who instigated us. And the reason why they are doing that is that there is no governing board of directors that we are to cry to. And the ministry that did this thing, are we going to cry to them? We can't. It's the ministry that did the thing. The ministry. And the management cannot say no because they are afraid they can be removed at any time.
Okay.
So the damage control was done by the management then, not by the union.
Not by the union.
Because the union has pointed out in our report to them that it is dangerous, they should not encourage it. But they refuse and allow them.
Now you are calling for a staff audit. Do you think this present administration will want to do that?
They were doing it, they will do it. By the time we are serious, I told you that maybe after when they come back from ITF conference, we will meet and we will come out with our press release and our comprehensive write-up. Because the reason why I'm granting this interview is that they were not around and there are a lot of questions being asked me. They will phone from Port Harcourt, phone from Yola, phone from this, from. Then I got, even from my house, I got tired. I said, how many times am I going to be answering this? Make una cool down. Maybe in a week's time you will hear our stand.
Okay.
Most of them are complaining. Some of them, they went and do promotion exam. They were not being promoted. Most of them, they were being transferred temporarily and later changed that it is permanently. They were still protesting. They are in Port Harcourt and Enugu. And I think this new management, the managing director, they have looked into those ones and they are taking corrective, they are taking corrective measures to revise some of all
those who were given a higher position are now being brought to the position they are supposed to be.
They must be brought. If you don't like, you can go.
Okay.
That's it.
And like you said it was because there was absence of board of directors.
That is it now.
Okay, but currently we still do not have that board of directors. Don't you think this is also a problem?
It's a problem. We've drawn the attention of the minister to it. And thank God there is a platform they open for him, which he normally reads every time. And we have been saying this, even in writing, even in that, my friend, you have been trying your best. But to lessen your effort and simplify your supervisory role, you must put in place governing board of directors across the agencies. We have done that. And if we didn't do, which means it's a deliberate act, then we will now make noise.
Okay. So from what you have said now, there is going to be staff audit in the offing very soon across the agencies.
We've called for that, and I think so.
So that people can be placed in their respective position. Those given higher position before can be put where they actually belong, so that those who are in that position can step in. We
are not saying they should send people away, but if they bring you in, you have to fit in line with the salary structure, condition of service. You can never be somebody on level 8, they went and give you level 12, level 13, then you will accept. Then you will be happy that yes, my brother has helped me. No, that is employment racketeering we are talking about. Or somebody is a clerk somewhere, you brought that person as a gear without knowing anything about the issue. Only the people that are working there that they will be asking, they will be doing the job, but he will be collecting the money. No, that must stop. And I think Professor Kiyamo also did not like that. Unless they don't bring it up. And we have brought it up before him. And I'm sure the letter we wrote to him and what we are still going to write to him, we will see that he will go into action. They will correct. If they don't correct all these anomalies, I'm sorry. I don't want this man, is a sign. I don't want his reputation to be tarnished. the unions will definitely, no matter how it is, we are going to face him one-on-one unless he hit and effect and take corrective measures to correct the anomalies that has been there before. He should not use it as SP decor. Kemo is not SP decor. He's an activist. He's a human rights. This is part of our struggle long time ago. He knows what to do and when to do it. And when you see the action he has been taking, the only thing that remains is this governing board of directors. Because that one will lessen his tedious job. Because when you look at the act of all these persons, the governing board of directors are on the day-to-day administration of this thing. And day-to-day administration including staff welfare, condition of service, and this and that. You understand? So that time, minister will be able to have a very smaller organ to talk to, and that is the board of directors. And he have room, chance to inspect major area that he wanted to inspect. Not that today you have to tomorrow when the law, the act has set up, has made provision, and that has made provision for governing board of directors. Why can't you to follow that when they have been following it before the Sirika came?
Now, this employment racketeering you are talking about, is it peculiar to FAN or it also applies in other?
I said I mentioned it across the agencies. It's in NAMA, it's in NCA, it's in NIMED, it's in INCAT.
What of AIB?
AIB we don't destroy there. Look at the equipment, the amount of equipment in Lagos here that they destroy. Tell me, is AIB like AIB that they put up in Abuja?
That is NSIB.
Oh, NSIB. So if you mention AIB, it means you are even spoiling the issue. Because everybody knows that they have continually destroyed NSIB.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.